Hi guys, it's April and I garden down in southeast Nebraska, zone 6A, and it is the beginning of December, which means I'm usually starting to look at what my seed collection looks like and how the past season has gone. The idea is that I want to curate my seed collection, my seed library, whatever you want to call it, to things that I'm actually super excited to grow or I really like to grow. So each year I like to evaluate and see if does this particular crop really meet my needs? Did I enjoy the growing experience? Did I enjoy the preserving experience? Did I even like the cooking experience? So that is what I have over here right now. I have my seed collection out. Usually this only pertains to the crops that I am growing for food. My flowers, I don't necessarily see a reason to cull a lot of those because most of the time they're growing and I love them. So this is just pretty much food related, and I'll be honest, there are only two types of things that I think I'm pulling out of my stock this year, and that is a couple of tomatoes and a couple of squash. I will probably, I should start this by saying I have done a couple of videos like this in the past, and you're actually going to see a couple of those seeds reappear this time because those years I wasn't necessarily completely sure I wanted to pull them out of my stash. So I tried them again this year and it did not go to plan at all. And all of those, let's see, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 of these. I am going to officially put in my retired seed area. I'm not going to get rid of them, at least not yet, until maybe someone that I know really wants them or wants to try them. I'm struggling to get rid of these because the fangirl in me doesn't want to let them go, but at the same time I realize that these are tomato seeds. And these are pretty much the whole Starfighter line of tomatoes. We've got the Kalians, both the white and the pink. I've got the VT16. Got the Penny Lane, Blaine's Moonlight, Bravado, the Starfighter Prime. I got the Baker Creek version of that too. Because, a lot of this mainstream seed companies are starting to pick these up. But I have struggled so hard to grow like any of these Starfighter tomatoes. A lot of times the tomatoes crack really easily for me. The plants themselves, they're not sturdy plants. So they are prone to just not making it whatsoever. And if they do make it, they're really spindly and not the greatest looking, at least for my area. Like I said, I'm in the southeast Nebraska area, and maybe there's just something in my growing conditions that they're like, this isn't what we're built for, so we're not gonna do that well. So technically, now I have 11 different pouches in my hand. All of these I'm just going to take out because they're taking up a lot of room in here. I'm gonna take these out. I'm gonna put them in when someone comes over and they're like, do you have seeds? I can be like, oh, go through this stash, see what you want, take whatever. That's where these are gonna go. I do have one more tomato that I'm just gonna say goodbye to because I have tried growing this 3 different times, and each time it just hasn't done anything. The plant has either died or it's just never produced, and it's not good. And that is the Black Beauty. I absolutely adore black and purple tomatoes. I love the flavor that the anthocyanins give these kind of tomatoes. I have tried so hard to make this plant do something, and I can't. And after 3 tries, I think that's going to be my new limit, is I'm going to try something at least 3 different times, with the exception of the Starfighter line. I've given those at least 2 tries, and I can't. I can't. That breaks my heart too much. But yeah, I've tried this 3 times, so it's time to say goodbye to this one. Which leaves me with the squashes. I really want to be a squash person, but my struggle with squashes is I've got so many pests, and so I have to be very selective because what I do grow, I have to protect. And so the first one that I've decided that I'm not going to grow anymore, that is the spaghetti squash. This specifically is the angel hair squash. And the funny story is this plant produces really, really well. It is a great producer and it creates great fruit. I just don't like preparing it. I don't like any of that process, which means I'm not going to grow it because I'm not going to use it because I don't want to use it because I just don't like preparing it. So I'm going to say goodbye to the spaghetti squash and just keep on with my carbs, I guess. Yeah. And the last one that I am pulling out of my stock, I was so excited about this one. About 2 years ago, I picked up these seeds. It had so many promises. It sounded like such an interesting flavor profile. I mean, a squash that could possibly taste a little bit like chocolate. I need to realize that the descriptions on websites and in seed catalogs kind of exaggerate things a little bit because they're trying to sell. And that makes sense. But I got hoodwinked by this one. And that is the Ayote green squash. This squash is so cool. I tried to grow it 2 seasons ago, and it succumbed to all of the pest pressure. So I tried it again this year, and I was actually pretty successful with it. Couple things I've learned. This is a late producer. So at the beginning, it produces a lot of vines. It grows extremely, extremely aggressively, but it doesn't produce fruit until really late in the season. And then after that, it takes a while for these to actually ripen up, which means when the frost hit, about 2/3 of the produce that was on it was not ripe yet, and so I lost all of that. I still got quite a few of these squashes, so I did get to try it. The problem is, I did not enjoy the flavor. It says, it's got hints of papaya or banana when it's raw, and then when it's cooked, it's sweet as chocolate. I did not find that to be the case. I could very much tell I was eating a squash. I love butternut squashes because they are so sweet. So my sweetness level is in comparison to the butternuts. And this was nowhere near that. And it did not, for me at least, have any taste of chocolate. I think the only things that were anywhere close to chocolate was just the color of the flesh when you actually cooked it up. And so I'm not dealing with this one anymore. It's not worth it. So those are the things I'm removing from my stash as of right now. I would love to hear what your growing experience was this past season. Are there things that you don't think you're going to grow anymore because you just didn't have a good experience with it? Or are there things that you have wanted to try in this stash or have tried in this stash and have done really well? I would love to know. Otherwise, if you'd like to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe down below, hit the bell, do all the things to get all of the notifications. I do also have an Instagram and Threads account if you want to go and check those out as well. I will say that since it is December, coming soon is going to be all the new seeds that I have bought for the 2026 growing season, and I'm excited about some of these new things. I haven't gone as crazy as I've gone in the past. I've actually weirdly been pretty, okay with what I've selected to purchase. And I think it's just because my stash has grown so much at this point. I don't need to get a lot. But I am still waiting to see if Florette decides that she's going to put some of her seeds for sale this year. I'm hoping she does some zinnias because I'd like to grab some of those, but we'll see. But with that being said, I do hope I will see you guys again in another video, and I heart you beautiful faces.